All right, welcome back to House of Prep. My name's Jerry. So we're going to talk about some different prep items that aren't necessarily food related. So let's kind of talk about some things. And at the end, I have one item that's a fun item. And I'll make sure I put my fun item down in the description too, so you all can see it. If you like them, you can buy your own through Amazon. So this is an LED motion sensor light, outdoor light. You can do it indoors. These have a lot of multi-purpose functions. I'm going to put a link to the Amazon through my Amazon account in case you wanted to look at them. And obviously, there's just research. Go to the search button. You can pull these up and just search, look for all kinds of different types. This particular one comes with slots where you can put screws and secure this either with anchors or straight into like a wooden deck or something. I use this one with others in my backyard, and I use it for the steps coming up to the back of the house. I have them stationed to where if somebody's approaching my home unannounced or uninvited, then the lights kick on, and usually when bright lights start popping on, that deters people just looking for low-lying fruit, the secretive, darkness is my friend type people. So another good thing about these that I've noticed my neighbors doing it, starting to install different types of motion sensor lights on their front driveway. Now, why is that? Two things. One, there's been groups of folks, and this isn't the first time this has happened, but now that things are getting crazy in the world and things are getting expensive, people are becoming more desperate. The people that like to go, in the middle of the night, house to house, looking for, again, low-lying fruit, the easy score, trying to open up people's car doors, truck doors, and looking for an easy steal, an easy grab. And that has happened in my neighborhood. It's happened in my neighborhoods in the past. It's something that's just always around, and we're in that season where that can start picking up again. Secondly, people are stealing fuel, stealing gas, stealing them out of your car. One of our subscribers, Shadow, sent me an email in their area. Their church had a large a tank of fuel, and it was stolen. Their fuel was stolen. And that's just a reminder that people, again, are looking for the easy scores. So this is a good way to light up your area. And this is solar powered, so I'm not wasting any. Oh, there it goes. So when it hits motion, and usually when it picks up that it's light, you see this kicked off. So during the daytime, the motion sensor will not work. Okay. Though, however, at nighttime, and I have this facing back to the dark of the room, it motions picks it up. So you can see it's super bright. It works very well. Just one of these little things. They're not real expensive either. So you can get them bigger and badder and brighter, so it's just your preference. So that's my first item. Super valuable this time of life, things going on. I happen to be thinking of this, and let's go ahead and I'll open this up. Having your own hair cutting set up. I do cut my own hair. And you might be saying, Mr. Jerry, that's probably why you wear a hat a lot. Oh, maybe. No, I like to wear hats. Now, this one is cordless, and I highly recommend that if you get one, it's a rechargeable, because it's so much easier than dealing with the cord. And if you're cutting other people's hair, that cord sometimes is just annoying. But having this, case, again, lockdowns, we've faced that before. Having the ability to freshen up, right? To manscape. To do some things to stay neat and tidy and looking halfway decent. I need all the help I can get. So this is a good way to do it. But if we ever did get into a real TF situation, that you may not be able to go places anymore. And, you'll save money in a couple ways. You'll save money instead of, I don't know, how much is it for a guy to get his hair cut now? $20, $30? You can tell me in the comments. I know sometimes the ladies, you wouldn't even look at this because that's probably like, we're way above that. But, you'll save money for the haircut and now saving money for fuel. You don't have to drive to go to the place to get your haircut either. So you've saved money twice, 2 different ways. But that's a great item to have on hand. I think you can find these, and if I think about it, I'll try to find it and put a link down below too. I think it was 30, 40 bucks, but well worth it. 1 or 2 haircuts, it's already paid for itself. Super easy, especially if you got a bunch of kids. Line them up, shave them down, military style. Look, hand lotion. We don't talk about different things sometimes. We focus on food and water. But with this winter that we've had and the cold, dry air, my hands, noticing that maybe they start cracking and getting warm, or getting all the lines and things in them. And my wife's like, yeah, you need to be using more lotion. But that was just something that crossed my mind is, well, I need to bring that up. And I know you already know this, but do you have backups though? Because again, if you're not able to buy at the store and you don't use that sometimes every day, sometimes it's seasonal. So another one, eyeglasses. Having a backup pair. These are prescription. What I did, this is the one that I had that's a couple years old, and they still do the job pretty good. My eyes haven't really changed a whole lot, but I went ahead and went online with a new prescription for like 50 bucks. Got a brand new pair of lenses, frames, and I have those put down in my near my bathroom area, and I just having backups, things that you possibly run into one day. You may not be able to run to the doctor to get those items anymore, to get your prescriptions anymore, but just having backups. And it's just a good thing to have in life anyway. All right, so buckets. This one's going to be hard to fit in the screen here. Ta-da! So this is a pickle bucket. It's food grade quality, and people use these all the time for storing food. If you've got Mylar bags and stuff you want to put down in here and do a seal this too, it'll keep the critters away from your food. It's an easy way to transport things, to store things, to stack things. You could fill this up with water in a pinch. Or like if you knew something was coming, you can put this in the bathtub before you fill your tub up and fill, a bunch of these 5-gallon buckets up. And look, you use water for everything. For cleaning, for doing dishes, for just, water drinking, cooking. I mean, you use them for water for everything. To flush your toilets, if you ever had to dump your own water to flush your own toilet. I mean, water becomes super valuable, but you'll burn through it. It's amazing how much water you go through when you're in a scenario. So just having the means for extra things. Look, buckets, you can get them cheap. I get mine for free at the school, and the cafeteria gives them away from their pickle buckets. You can go to like bakeries, like at your grocery store. A lot of times they'll sell them cheap. Some restaurants like Firehouse Subs and stuff, my mom and I were talking about that. You can still get their pickle buckets for a few bucks. It goes to the fire department. So, all right, games. Believe it or not, I keep an extra pack of cards in my get home bag, my bug out bag, whatever you want to call it, just tucked away. They're super light, doesn't take up a lot of space. But if you ever had to go somewhere and you're bugged out, and you're down, you get bored. I mean, if you don't have access to television anymore and entertainment, pull this out, play some spades, play war, whatever you want to do. All the little fancy games you can play. And just having something, especially again, if you have kids, just having another way to be prepared. Because boredom can really mess with you. Get your mind off things. So like puzzles. Doing puzzles again, where we were confined to the house in this past couple of years. And again, boredom can set in, looking for extra things to do. You can create some family time. You can create some activity. I like the ones with the high piece count. I'm a glutton for punishment. But getting some puzzles, we have probably 4, 5, 6 of these. I don't know, just different kinds of things, and just get creative. but have some different puzzles that you could enjoy doing, something different, a little variety. All right, so last but not least, my fun item. So I've got a couple of pouches here. So this isn't necessarily a survival, but man, these are a lot of fun. I don't know which color this is. Oh, the red ones. So these are chopsticks. If you're a Star Wars fan at all, or science fi, these are little light sabers, but they're chopsticks. So I've taken this in when we've gone and gotten some sushi at one of our local restaurants, and I'll light these up and I'll be eating my sushi. The waitress will come up and she'll just start laughing. She's like, "What in the world? Where do you got there?" And people, you're sitting around, especially if you pass them out. You got some for you. You can give some to your wife. You give ooh, look at that, some purple ones. You got a set for the kids, and you're all sitting there eating your sushi. Being fancy now with your lightsaber chopsticks. No, we don't do the wooden chopsticks, okay? We're fancy now. We got the light up chopsticks. So we're going all out now when we go out to eat. Anything for a good laugh, you know me, and having some fun, making people laugh, taking their mind off things. And I don't remember how much my wife paid. It might have been $20 for all these. I don't know. Again, I'll throw them in the comments if I remember in the video description down below. I'll try to remember to put them there. But these are so much fun. And it's, again, the looks that you get from people. So, all right, guys, that's it. I hope you guys are having a great week. And I just thought of some fun little things to talk about. So maybe some ideas. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.